What's the dumbest idea you had that lowkey worked too well? I was failing Spanish so badly that my teacher pulled me aside after class and said, maybe language just isn't your thing. Translation, you're cooked. Start planning your summer school wardrobe now. My parents were gonna absolutely lose it if I didn't pass. And the final exam was in 2 days. 2 days to learn an entire semester of vocabulary I'd been ignoring while watching TikToks about people who could actually roll their R's. I was spiraling, panicking, Googling how to learn Spanish in 48 hours like some kind of linguistic superhero origin story. That's when I had the idea. The dumbest, most unhinged idea I've ever had. What if I just labeled everything in my house in Spanish? Not like a few things, everything. I'm talking every single object I could physically slap a sticky note on got a Spanish name. The fridge became el refrigerador. My bedroom door was la puerta. The bathroom sink was el lavabo. I labeled the toaster, the couch, the TV remote, even the ceiling fan. My little brother Nolan walked into the kitchen, saw me taping la estufa onto the stove, and just stared. He goes, "Are you okay?" I said, "No, but I'm committed." Then he saw our golden retriever sitting there with a sticky note on his head that said El Perro, and he went, "You labeled the dog?" I said, "Cooper doesn't speak English anyway. He'll be fine." My mom came home from work, walked into the kitchen, saw labels everywhere, and froze. She looked at the microwave labeled El Microondas, then at me, then back at the microwave. She didn't say anything, just walked away like she needed a moment to process what her child had become. But here's the thing, I committed hard. Every time I touched something, I said the Spanish word out loud. Opened the fridge, El Refrigerador. Grabbed a cup, El Vaso. Sat on the couch, El Sofa. My dad thought I was having a breakdown. He goes, "Why are you narrating your life in Spanish?" I said, "Because I'm about to fail. Dad, and this is all I've got." By day 2, I was walking around the house like a possessed Duolingo owl. I'd open a door and whisper La Puerta like it was a prayer. My brain started automatically translating everything. I'd see the lamp and think La Lampara before I even realized I was doing it. Nolan started quizzing me as a joke, pointing at random stuff going, "What's that?" And I'd fire back immediately. El Espejo, La Sila, El Libro. He looked genuinely impressed, which for a little brother is basically a Pulitzer Prize. Exam day comes. I walk in feeling like I either just studied really effectively or completely lost my mind. Probably both. The test starts, and I'm flying through it. Vocabulary section, done. Conjugations, easy. I'm reading questions and hearing my own voice in my head going La Mesa, El Telefono, La Ventana like a Spanish sleep paralysis demon. I finish early, turn it in, and my teacher grades it right there. She looks up at me, confused, and goes, "Did you cheat?" I said, "What? No, I studied." She squints at me like I just confessed to a crime. "You gotta be. You were failing 2 days ago." I said, "Yeah." I labeled my entire house and walked around saying everything in Spanish for 48 hours. She blinked. "You what?" So she makes me retake it. Right there, verbally. She points at her desk and goes, "What's this?" El Escritorio. Points at the window. La Ventana. Points at her coffee mug. La Taza. She's just staring at me now like I'm some kind of accidental genius or a sleeper agent who got activated. I passed the verbal test too. She sits back in her chair, shakes her head, and goes, "I don't even know what to say." I said, "You could say congrats." She didn't though.